anatomical, hormonal, neuromechanical, and environmental. Those have been proposed as the 4 reasons that create someone to be high risk of having a ACL, or we could probably expand that to a lower extremity non-contact development symptoms.
Repeat that.
Yes.
Anatomical, I could change that. I could change the way you structure.
Hormonal.
Well, I don't know much about that, but my
neuromechanical, neuromechanical, and environmental. Okay, so the surface
neuromechanical we could change, right?
Yeah, neuromechanical, I'd say would be somewhat what some would suggest is the most modifiable risk factor.
Environment too.
Anatomical, maybe structurally, this bone is shaped like this, so it may not allow for some kind of change. Hormonal, they've I guess they've proposed for a long time that female athletes before puberty are very much lower to have the likelihood of having a structural or a soft tissue connective tissue type of an injury than those who are at adolescence or later afterwards. Okay, and then the environmental would be the type of shoe, the type of surface that you're running or cutting on. So all of those 4 things, they wouldn't all be improved by running on the outside of the foot and having the inside ankle bone high. And
let me say this. I don't want to just, it's not that simple to say running on the outside edge of the foot, because
I'm simplifying it. Sure.
Somebody will watch this and go try it and be like, my knees are killing me, like without even going through the decompression or an eval or something like that. But
and I wasn't trying to oversimplify your program.
No. I didn't feel that.
But to put it in a simple way.
I didn't want nobody listening to think that
misunderstand.
It is simple. It is simple. We feel like we got it down to a very simple thing based off of the evaluation process. But a lot of those things we can change a lot of stuff. You see, when 13-year-old little girl that's in puberty or whatever, or going through the process walks in, right? There's that natural hip broadening process that happens through development. They, some call it this Q angle or whatever that develops and things like that. I could take that shape and make it safer. Mm-hmm. How long does it take me to get it to where it's completely safe? Well, I don't know. And can there be another issue? It depends on the person that comes in. Some people may go home, sit on the sofa, chill out, eat Doritos. Some people may go home and sit in the positions that we tell them. We give them the information to change their environment.
Sure.
We've even created some products, little chairs and stuff for them to sit in and do their homework on the ground instead of being like I'm sitting here talking to you in this, because this is no good, trust me.
Far too long. We should all be on the floor, right?
Right, because the floor was our natural resting place. We changed that as human beings, just like our feet. We changed everything, and unfortunately, when we change things and we beautify it and we make it better, right? When we make it better, there are extreme side effects sometimes of these things that change our lives, that make our life better.
It's a good point. I brought up those 4 pieces because in the same way that we could have someone walk into our clinic, those of us who are listening to you talk, and they could have back pain because of a kidney infection. And we better have a system that enables us to identify that pretty quickly. Not that they have 100%. A kidney infection, but that they're not 100% appropriate to be in our clinic for us to treat. We can assess them, but not treat them. So in a similar way, I was just hoping to hear that, yes, there are mechanisms that may exist, anatomical, environmental, hormonal, that your system won't necessarily cure everything.
Oh, it won't. 1000%. Yeah. We know we can't fix cancer, and we don't have an answer for the common cold or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you, there's certain things that we have, and we've done it together. We had a kid that had the hemophilia. Yeah, we had a kid that had that, and a lot of it had to do with poor movement, and he kept damaging the muscle to the point where it could have killed him. And
you didn't, to be clear, you didn't cure hemophilia. You cured a mechanism of movement that was exacerbating symptoms.
100%.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just didn't want to mislead the audience.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, we don't listen. If my son's got a cough and a fever, he's going to the doctor. Like if my son falls at the playground and breaks his arm, he's going to the doctor's office.
Hear the entire episode for free on iTunes, Spotify, other favorite podcast players, or go to mechanicalcareforum.com.